What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about macros, sort of what they are and how we can hit them as a vegan. So first and foremost, macros just refer to macronutrients. These are sort of the biggest nutrients that make up our food. And there's three of them: carbs, fats, and protein. So each of these have sort of their own role and function in our body, our health, and also our fitness goals. Protein, of course, rebuilds tissues, rebuilds muscle. Carbs are our body's preferred energy source. And then fats are also a good energy source. They also help to regulate hormones and basically help to keep us feeling good. So you could basically think of it like, protein is to rebuild, carbs are for energy, and then fats are essentially to keep things feeling good, keep things running smooth. So if you're a vegan, what are some of the food sources that you can eat to hit your macros, to hit your carbs, fats, and protein? Protein already has so many question marks around it, right? There's all these myths and people wondering how vegans get protein. If someone goes vegan, that might be one of the first questions on their mind. So let's talk about it. So what are the best sources of vegan protein? The top ones are going to be tofu, seitan, and tempeh. Then you sort of have your legumes, right? Your lentils, beans, chickpeas, as well as your legume-based pastas. If you have like a lentil pasta or a chickpea pasta, those tend to be higher in protein. Then whole grains also contain protein. There's a little protein in like nuts, peanut butter, stuff like that. And then obviously nowadays we got vegan protein powders, vegan protein bars. Getting protein as a vegan, especially nowadays, really isn't as hard as people still make it out to be. Now moving on to carbs. When it comes to carbs, it's pretty much going to be the same across the board, whether you're vegan or not. You have your typical pasta, bread, rice, fruit, potatoes, all these great and wonderful carb sources. Then when it comes to fat, that's where you also might have sort of a question mark. Because if you're not vegan, the typical fat sources are like fish, fish oil, eggs, dairy. So I'll say one of the first sort of food groups that not only fits perfectly in this category, but also the protein category is tofu and soy. Tofu and sort of the whole soy family in general, edamame, soybeans, soy milk. These are not only complete sources of protein, but they're also great sources of the essential polyunsaturated fats. These are the healthy fats that our bodies can't make, so we actually need to get them from our food. So tofu, soy, soybeans, soy milk, great source of healthy fats. Then other great fat sources for vegans, you have your nuts and seeds like walnuts, chia seed, flaxseed. And then you also got avocado, olive oil. And then when it comes to the whole sort of omega-3 fish oil kind of thing, vegans are actually lucky enough nowadays to have an algae-based omega-3 supplement. See, the thing about fish is that the healthy fats that people get from fish, they actually don't come from the fish. They actually come from algae that the fish consume. Technically speaking, the healthy fats that come from fish actually come from plants. So we can skip the fish, we can skip the fish oil, you can go right to an algae-based omega-3 supplement, and that's gonna cover your EPA and DHA needs. So that was a quick rundown of some vegan macros. Again, real quick, you had your protein, some of the best sources: tofu, soy milk, seitan, tempeh, whole grains, lentils, beans, chickpeas. And then also don't sleep on your vegan protein powders, TVP, some of your mock meats. Carbs, you have pretty much your typical carb sources, right? Your pasta, bread, fruit, rice, all those great carb sources. And then fats, you got nuts, seeds, walnuts, flaxseed, tofu and soy again, avocados, olive oil. And then if you really want to top things off, adding an algae-based omega-3 supplement to that, you'll be perfect. So there you have it. There's a little breakdown of some vegan macro sources. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you liked it, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can follow me on the socials, Lane Nelson Fitness. I also have a website, lanenelsonfitness.com, coaching on there, an email list you could sign up for, a free blog. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.